Okay, hi. I am here to bring you a tale, at least I'm calling it a tale because it's fun, of a tarot Peggy bag and brain chaos and an epic animal oracle deck. And it all started with a tantrum. And if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then I would love to invite you to check out some of my bullet journaling videos or other journal videos in general that I have, because this video might not be so short. So there you go. There's your disclaimer at the beginning. Hi guys, my name is Rebecca. Welcome to my channel. If you have made it this far, then I hope you are excited. I hope you have a glass of water or tea or coffee or I don't fucking know, whatever the hell you drink. Because I'm so excited to be here. Okay. So as I said, I have a tale or a story or a chronicle, some other dramatic word. And it all started with a tantrum. Now, if you are a subscriber to Lisa Papez, then my using the term Peggy bag, it will make sense to you. And also, like, you might know what I'm talking about. So, a while ago, maybe it wasn't that long ago, Lisa posted a video where she had a tantrum. And I will link it for you. It's a great little video. Well, in this video, there was this fabric because Lisa's wife, Peggy, makes tarot bags. Like this one. I will link the shop. So, Lisa's wife, Peggy, had used fabric and it was all gone. And Lisa wanted more. And I had forgotten until I saw this video how much I also wanted this fabric. And this fabric was this. So it's woodland, beautiful animals, and I had seen it before in previous Lisa videos. And again, you'll be able to see links either in the cards or below, both to Lisa's channel. I saw this fabric and I loved it. And I thought it was perfect for the Tarot Fauna, which is a deck that I didn't have. And I saw Lisa do videos with the Tarot Fauna. Again, I'll link. And I wanted the video. My gosh, I can't talk. I wanted the deck. So when it came about that there was more of this fabric, I made damn sure, I went out of my way to make damn sure that I got some. Because the plan was, I was going to buy this fabric, and I was going to buy the Tarot Fauna, and I was going to put it in this fabric, in this bag. Now you might be able to tell right now that this bag is actually empty. Not a fucking thing in it. Well, my hand. Yeah. So I got the bag, and it arrived, and so I was like, okay, now I've got it. And I even messaged Lisa. I was like, now that I've got this bag coming, I guess I'm gonna have to actually buy the Tarot Fauna. Ha ha. Well. Oh yes. So, I got the bag, and I was like, okay, and I went online to find the Tarot Fauna, and I found the website, and I looked at it, and there was something in my brain that just went, no. And so I basically had a whole argument with myself. I'm like, but you got the bag. You got this bag specifically to put the Tarot Fauna in. So you have to get the Tarot Fauna. But there was just something that was like, no. And I was like, well, what the fuck? I have the bag. Now I need the deck. What am I going to do? And I was getting so upset and so frustrated at myself. So I called my husband and I was like, what am I going to do? And I started angry, ranting at him about the fact that I bought this bag and what am I going to do with this bag? I don't have a deck that goes with this bag currently. I have like one animal oracle and it doesn't match. It doesn't feel right. I have the Kim Kranz animal spirit deck. And I'm like, that doesn't go in here. No, that doesn't match. No. And so I'm angry, ranting, and I'm like, what am I going to do? I don't understand. I've wanted this deck. It's been on my wish list. And now that I have the bag and I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, it's time to buy it. Got the money. My brain's telling me no. But why? And so I'm showing him pictures of the tarot fauna. And I'll insert some pictures so you can see, like, here's the bag. I'll make sure the pictures are on this side. It's perfect. It's perfect. Well, so I'm showing my husband the pictures, and he's like, I think I know why you don't want this deck. And I'm like, okay. And he said, well, I think it's because it's not scenic. A lot of the images in the tarot fauna are just like close-ups of the animal. There's not much going on in the scenery. And my husband brilliantly deduced that would be hard for me to interpret and to read with. That I don't really, at least for tarot has a set structure. For the most part, like, yes, it's open to interpretation, but there's a structure. And so, and I had this problem before with my spirit song tarot. This is why I told you it's a whole tale. So I got this deck, and this deck actually, and I'm not going to do a down view because I can't hold my phone for that long without shaking, and my thing's broken. So I got this deck, and this deck was a tarot deck. And as you can see, it's largely, to my brain, there's not a lot of scenic elements. It's the creature and like the background, but the background doesn't show a lot. Frankly, this one's kind of pippish. And I couldn't get this deck to work for me because I was like, how is the tiger this? Where's the connection? There's no connective elements for my brain to figure out, right? And I'm like, I felt like for this deck, I felt like I didn't know enough about general animal energies and what they symbolically represent and stand for, to get this deck to work. So as you saw, it had no borders on it because I cut them off. So I cut this into an oracle because it didn't work for me as a tarot deck. And I really haven't used it. I'm still not going to give it up, but anywho. So my obsession and like commitment to the Spirit Song Tarot deck, not really obsession. My commitment to keeping the Spirit Song Tarot deck and the sentimentality of it, I'll make a video about one day. Well, so he's like, that's why. Because you can't connect. And he's totally right. There's something about my brain that if it's half real, half abstract, I have trouble getting the two to meet. Like, an animal is an animal. I see them in the world. I interact with them. I see pictures of them. I have to spend time learning the animal symbolism and coming up with my own connections. And I haven't done that. So at this point, getting a deck like the Tarot Fauna, which is similar in the Spirit Song in that, to my brain, it doesn't have enough scenic elements for me to really build off of, it's pointless. And yet, my brain would not give up without a fight, because I am also childish. So I was like, well, what about this one? And I showed him the Oak Ashen Thorn, which is a very popular deck. It's one I really do want. And I'm looking at it, and again, my brain is going, no. Like, I think for that one, like, it's beautiful. I think it was mostly the fact that, like, I didn't really like that. I didn't like the choice for the cups suit for the what was it, flying squirrels or something. Anyways, I didn't like that it was all like land animals. I get that was kind of the point of the deck, but it just didn't feel like now was the time for the Oak, Ash, and Thorn. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? Bag! I need something for this bag. Plus, even though, like, I know Lisa put her Oak, Ash, and Thorn in this pattern, the energy didn't quite mesh enough for my brain that I would have put it in this anyways. So it's like, what do I do? And I was like, okay, maybe what I need is like an animal study deck. Now, I said I do have the Animal Spirit Oracle by Kim Krans. But it doesn't... this one, I don't know why, but it didn't feel like this was the right deck for studying the basics of, like, here's animals, here's the symbolism or the associations or the metaphysical symbolism, right? This one didn't feel right for that. This one is very spirity to me. I don't use it a lot. So, but I'm not gonna, my husband gave me this deck and I just fell in love with it. So I think decks like this are kind of sitting on the back burner while I learn and grow more. We'll see. So I was like, so I went on a hunt and I was like, okay, I have a bag. It's fucking adorable. I need something to put in the bag. The moral of the story here might be, don't buy the bag until you have the thing to put in it. It might also be that if you have a cute bag, you can always find something to put in it. Let me know what you think the moral of the story is when we get to the end here. So, I went to Jessica the Story Witch's channel, and I looked at there was two animal oracle decks that I had known of and that I had considered. And one was the Animal Kin, which Lisa does have and is beautiful, and one was the Animal Allies, which Jessica the Story Witch had. So I went to look at Jessica's videos to see if I wanted to get the Animal Allies deck, and instead of the Animal Kin. I had looked at pictures of the Animal Kin and I was like, I don't know, I want to see the other one. So I went to her videos because I watch through her bullet journal videos a lot in chronological order when I get bored of and can't find things and I'm feeling indecisive about YouTube. Her videos are what I put on for like my like good classic bullet journal planner porn kind of videos. Just mwah. Anywho, so I went to the video, a video that I knew she used the Animal Allies deck in, and I went to a point in the video. And now I had recently discovered a new animal spirit guide for myself. I don't really want to share what it is yet. That's okay. But I literally just recently discovered this. And I discovered it through conversations with Jessica. And so I forwarded in the video and I stopped. And the Animal Ally card that was face up on her desk was the card of my new animal spirit guide that I had just found. And I was like, all right, I'll get that. Because to me, that was a big sign. So I go onto the website. And the Animal Allies deck is by Jessica Swift. It is self-published still. And so it's an indie deck. So I go on her website and I find the Animal Allies Oracle deck. That's not all I find. She made a second one. And she designed them with the same backs, meant to be the same color and the same size, so that way you could combine for a gigantic animal oracle deck. And if you've seen some of my videos, there's one in particular. I like gigantic things because I am ridiculous. Each deck, obviously I got them both. Each deck has 60 unique animals in it. And so I got super excited. I'm like, I'm going to get both. And I got them for the same cost I would have spent on the Tarot Fauna. Not saying that that's not a cost that's like worth it for the Tarot Fauna. I'm just saying these are really well priced considering the quality and the fact that they're like self-published. These are like, I think they're like $20 US or something. They're really well priced considering that like they're not mass market. I think, I don't know exactly how Jessica Swift does it, but I got both. So for the price of what I was going to spend on one tarot deck, I got a giant 120 unique animal oracle deck. Look at how big that is. Look at it. So I got them both. Because I looked at it and I was like, they're going to both fit in the bag. And sure enough, they don't have guidebooks. What it has is fold-outs. It has fold-outs of like, instead of the guidebook, it has a fold-out which has all the different animals on it and just has a little blurb. And then it comes with, each one comes with a teacher's resources, bibliography, and gratitude card and a simple way to use this deck. They are both the exact same in each one so far as I can tell, except the ways to use this deck show, one has a little, I'll get a cleaner clip of it, but the Animal Allies has a monarch on it, and or just a butterfly. Might not actually be the monarch. And then the Animal Allies 2 has a ladybug on it. So I have those, and I have the two fold-outs. I just got these today. So I thought I would come and tell you my story, and now that the story's done, I can show you a bit of the deck. I'm going to do some cutaways, clips, so you can see better. But I'll show you, so it, like I said, 120 unique animal cards. And I thought this is a wonderful solution to my wanting to study this deck. It all fits in one bag. Look at how hefty it gets. It goes well with the bag. It feels great for me because like it's just like, here's a bunch of animals, and inside of it, it's just animal. It's just a party of all the animals. And I'm pretty sure like most of the animals on here, if not like the specific types of birds, they're all in this deck. So at this point, I'm going to leave you to some clips to show you the deck. Before I do, I will tell you, it is hefty. I did manage to find a way to shuffle it, even though it's huge. It's just a matter of, like, as you shuffle, if you lift your hands up so that way they can stay together. And it's slow. It's not easy. Of course, now I'm looking like an idiot because there we go. It's not easy, but it can be done. And I don't have the biggest hands in the world. Like, here's the card in reference to my hand. So it's It's great quality. It's matte. It is flexible, but it pops back. It is colorful and doesn't have super intrusive borders. The borders work with it, in my opinion. And as you'll see in the cut down, even though the color isn't perfect between the two decks, because they were printed at different times, it's a close enough match, and like there's 120 animals. I'm not going to know which one is which because the color is a little off. So I'm going to flip to show you some cards. Okie dokie. Before I flip this, here's the backs. And as you can see, it's really not that big of a difference. Yes, you can see the difference between the two, but considering it's completely different print runs, not that bad. There's my chaotic desk. Here's the bag so you can see it better. Just how cute it is. Like, look at that. Alright, let's flip this. Okie dokie. Whoops. I'm not going to show you all of the cards because that's a lot of cards. But as you can see, it's a nice card stock. It's matte. It's not like sticky. So we have bear. I love that it's nicely colored, and all of the backgrounds are different in some way, at least so far that I've noticed. There's the chipmunk, which is on the bag. Let's look. Let's look. Let's look. Look at that. Look at it. My dog is whining, and I don't know why. It only has one mythical creature so far, which is the unicorn. Pangolin. They're fantastic, fantastic. Oh, okay. That's why she's whining at me. She wants food. Feed you in a minute, Cora. They're just fantastic. So I really don't find that the borders or this interferes at all. I mean, there you go. I could show you a bunch more, but we'd be here for a long time. Because I don't like speeding things up. I talk fast, but I don't want to do things fast. This one visually is my favorite. There we go. So this is the Animal Allies Oracle deck. 1 and 2 combined into a giant animal deck. Very well priced. Great quality. I think they're going to hold up well. Oh, there's the hummingbird. We shall see. Time will tell because I don't know. Whoops, sorry about that jerk there. They're really, 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 really awesome cards. Highly, highly, highly recommend. So, if you made it this far, let me know in the comments down below. What is the moral of the story? Is the moral of the story that you should not buy a bag until you have something to put in the bag? You know, like some reasonable people would do. Or is the moral of the story that you should still buy the bag because it's cute and you don't want to miss out on the fabric, and trust that you will find something when the time is right to go in the bag? Let me know in the comments down below. I just realized I didn't read you a little excerpt, so let's do that. We'll try to do that one-handed. Okay, I found it pretty easy. So as you can see, this is what it does. For monkey, it says, dark and light, creativity and imagination, playfulness and caring, mischief and good-natured fun, agility and good luck. If monkey has swung into your view, consider how you could add a little fun, play, and harmless mischief-making into your days. Are you taking yourself or others too seriously? Let monkey inspire you to let your fun-loving inner child out to play. There you have it. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this video. I hope you had as much fun with it as I did. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up on your way out, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I will see you all again soon. I have to go feed my noisy dog now. Bye!